Hello, good morning, everybody. I hope you are having a good morning. So, this is the second day of the week. Today is Tuesday. We'll start off with the symbol on our screen. This is gold. So, yesterday we actually mentioned that we expected gold to go up to this trend line here, the one where the price actually went down, hit the same place where we wanted it to go up to, then it could not break below. So as long as the price does not go below this trend line and instead it remains above, we expect price to move even higher. Let it bounce off from that trend line, let it continue to the upper side and head straight towards the upper trend line. So the lines which you've drawn on our screens are still valid. We are still expecting that buy. If price pulls back to the lower side, then that will give us the correct place actually to buy from. So we are waiting to buy it, expect that buy to take price up to the upper trend line, and in case it breaks below, assuming instead of continuing upwards, the price actually goes below 1446.49 or below 1426.67, below these two or below this zone here, we will expect a continuation to the lower side up to the level which I've drawn, which is this. So if you look at this level with the chart like this, you may not be able to see why I'm having this line here, but if you minimize it like this, you should be able to see that we actually had a very good resistance around that level and very good resistance there. We also had a very good resistance, then we had this, a very good resistance, then we have this as a resistance, then there was a break. So if price can come back to this level, the zone which doesn't make sense if you expand this chart but makes sense if you minimize it like this, then this will give us the correct place to actually look for a buy from. That is the correct place to look for a buy from. So we still expect some move to the lower side, but if price shows us any clear sign for a buy, as where the price is now, we'll pick that buy without hesitating. So the reason I'm buying is simply because there's a trend line here, a very good support. Look at this. We had a support, and then we expect the same place to be a support in the very near future, this place here. So we're going to move forward. We're going to move forward to our next symbol, SP500. SP500 is continuing upwards, and just look at the trend line which I had previously, a very good resistance trend line. We had this here, a very good resistance level, another very good resistance here, and then we have this here as a resistance, and then there's a break to the upper side. So as long as the price remains above this trend line, we expect it to proceed even higher. This means we're supposed to wait for a retracement. Wait for a retracement up to the same place where we just went above, so that you can pick a buy from that point, expecting that buy to take us even higher. So as it is now, if I was to add an indicator here, a trend indicator, you can see that we are actively to the upper side. Just look at this. This is ADX. Look at how perfect it's giving us a buy signal. This one, from this point here, we've been in a buyer stage of this one. From this point here, we have the green one above the red one, and then the main line which indicates there's a trend is actually above both the two lines. So this means we are still upwards. We are still very much to the upper side. Therefore, you need to look for only buy positions. I don't recommend any sell on this one. If you want to trade this correctly, wait for a retracement. Then when price retraces back up to the trend line which I've just mentioned, pick a buy position, hold on to that buy position. That's that simple. Pick a buy position, hold on to that position, expect that position to push us even higher. So as it is now, SP500 is a very good buy. We are still upward. So if price retraces back, it will give us the correct place to look for a buy from. Both the indicator and price action are showing us the same thing. So we move forward, we move to our next symbol, Brent oil. Brent oil is still upwards. And on Brent oil, I want to draw something. This we had a line here which I've not deleted, I've just removed it temporarily. Look at this. Yeah. Look at just how perfect this support is. a very good support there, and then you have this here. Somehow the price is moving upwards in between some shape. So as long as the price remains in between this shape, we expect it to continue upwards up to this trend line here, where we'll be looking for a sell. So as it is now, I don't recommend you do anything. Just sit and wait for either a buy if price comes back to this lower trend line, or if it pulls back up to the upper trend line, then that will give us the correct place to actually look for a sell. So if you are looking for a trade now, you better hold on, expect price to continue upwards, let it continue up to the line which I've drawn, and you should be able to pick a sell in case it hits that level. So we'll move forward. I don't want to mention to say much about that chart. We already see that we are expecting a buy. I'll move straight to the next symbol, USD/JPY. This one. So one thing before I proceed, if you are trading USD/JPY, look for a similar trade on SP500. If you are trading SP500, look for a similar trade on USD/JPY. If you are trading USD/JPY, look for a similar trade on SP500. So the two somehow are correlated. For now, they are correlated, which means if you see a good trade on SP500, that's a good buy. Expect a similar buy here. So while we'll be looking for a buy on SP500, we'll be expecting a similar trade on USD/JPY. Both of the two are moving in the same direction. So anytime the trades give us the same signal, anytime you see a buy signal on both of them at the same time, pick that trade, hold on until one of them gives you a sell signal. Is that clear? So temporarily, we are waiting for a buy from this level here, 108.39. We're waiting for a buy from within this place here. This is where we're waiting for a buy from. Price pulls back down up to 108.39. Then that will give us the correct place to look for a buy from up to 111.91, this level here. So we'll move forward to our next symbol, EUR/USD. EUR/USD, there's nothing happening, but we still expect a retracement. We want price to move up to this level here, 1.1079. We expect price to retrace perfectly up to that level. Then that will give us the correct place to actually look for a sell from. So USD/JPY has been a sell. It should be a sell from the monthly, but then last month it went up instead of continuing downwards, and we still expect maybe some retracement to the upper side. So the fact that the last week's candle actually pulled massively to the lower side could mean that we are still continuing to the lower side. So the idea is not to look for a buy now, although there could be some buy, but wait for price to get up to 1.1079. Wait for price there, then pick a sell from that point, hold on to that sell. We expect price to continue downwards up to around this level, 10881, this one, the very line at the bottom. So if you are looking at this chart now, that's the best place you're supposed to be waiting for price to go up to. Let price move downwards up to the level which I've mentioned. So as it is now, based on the weekly chart, we are actually waiting for a retracement up to this level, 1.1079. This may not happen this week, but the coming week the price may retrace up to this level here. So we'll move forward. We'll move to our last symbol, GBP/USD. GBP/USD should be moving the same direction as USD/JPY. So you want to see if that is true. Sometimes the two are positive correlated, sometimes they're not moving in the same direction. So if you look at this now, you can basically see that GBP/USD is upwards. This one here is potentially heading to the upper side, which means the buy which we are seeing on EUR/USD, the sell which we are anticipating on EUR/USD may actually delay for some times, because the two actually, what I've learned is that one of this, either this or this, is pulling the other one, which means if you see a buy on GBP/USD but there's a sell on EUR/USD, one of them may be pulling the other one. The one is always tends to be pulled towards the direction of the other one. If this is a buy, it may pull EURUSD out of a sell into a buy. That's what may happen. Or if EURUSD is a sell, it may pull GBPUSD from a buy into a sell. So as long as this, as much as we are looking for a sell on this one, EURUSD, you need to have an open mind. We need to know that it may still head to the upper side. So if price is to move upwards, this is the correct place. We're waiting for price to go up to this level here, 1.3306. That should be the correct place to look for price from. So if you have any question, that should be the end of today's market overview. If you have any questions, kindly feel free to post them under the chat option. I should be able to respond to them as fast as I see them. And see you again tomorrow at the same time. Bye.